Good morning, everyone. Once again, I'm here to share with you my random thoughts. A friend of mine calls me today and asking me about relationship, specifically fidelity. He was asking me about things, must and don'ts about relationships, and I actually don't. I'm not in the proper disposition to provide a valid answer, but just to answer the question accordingly to my knowledge at 50. One of the primary rules that I established is not to sleep over a quarrel. Well, nothing is perfect. Love is beautiful, but it's quite normal for partners to have sometimes some misunderstanding. But it doesn't mean that you have to prolong the agony. If within the day you must be able to realize whether or not you are right or wrong as a matured person, because if you are not yet matured, it means that you are not eligible yet to have a relationship. So basically, it's just a matter of taking turns to get crazy. For example, you two are quarreling, so one of you is actually tend to become more emotional and was saying something about anything. It means that you must listen. Well, in case you have to take turns, one after another. Basically, if you tend to yadayah and has a lot of things to say, you have to brought it up and raise it first. And in relation to that, one of my basic principles that I am following is I raise it first. As soon as I have something wrong, I shovel while the pile is small. I don't have to make it big like I'm almost exploding with anger and I may not be listening anymore for any explanation. So basically, I have to directly speak it out. I have to open it up to my partner if there is something wrong that is not or unconditionally is unacceptable to me. But I don't bring the past. For example, it already has been taken care of. That is why when you talk, you have to complete the conversation. You don't have to say yes just because you wanted to finish the argument. You must be able to be serious about that agreement that you're making when you are having some misunderstanding, because that will be carried over to the next. So it means that you have to fully resolve that particular problem at the moment that you are talking about it. So you have to stop for a while and listen and overrule every possible argument. So with regards to that, you simply have to mutually respect each other. So if you are able to talk about things when you have misunderstanding and you take turns, whoever is getting crazy or getting angry or has a lot of things to do or tend to become more emotional, it means that they need some attention, they need some love. It doesn't mean a man doesn't need affection or love. They are also emotional, but they are not frantically open about it. But if they keep on yadayah and talking about something, it means that they feel deficient. They feel incomplete. So you needed to listen what they are trying to tell you. So basically, that's it, pansit. So for you to keep a relationship intact, other than that basic behaviors that you must be able to do recklessly if you are matured enough already and you are eligible to get into a relationship. So basically, there are some factors that you have to think about the relationship that you're having. If it's becoming very often that you are quarreling and you're having misunderstanding, that indifference or personal indifferences, you have to take a look at it at the bigger picture. Is it workable? Or are you able, each of you, if both of you are thinking, if that differences can be adjusted? So basically not only one person, but both of you must be able to look at it, or maybe you can openly talk about it. If what he wanted you don't want, and what you like he doesn't want, and nobody gives in, then you're not supposed to be together. What's the deal? So basically, it's just a matter of trying to get to know each other on a daily basis. You still have to go dating even though you have plenty of children already, or you've been together for 2 decades. You must be able to keep that heat, that passion, that love that you initially had. The reason why you decided to be together. The feeling of being important. If you mutually was able to provide that to each other, that is not what you're gonna get from outside home or outside your relationship. You possibly can have some friends, relatives, but that personal intimacy, there's a lot of factors again that I might be discussing in a different video about intimacy. So basically, it's just a matter of avoiding contempt, avoiding violence, and avoiding neglect. So it's just the bottom line here is that serving the purpose of why you are being together. You initially been together because you are mutually delighted to each other. And you have to keep that. So you have to keep on dating even if you're old. You have to keep on making each other special. And if in case you are having misunderstanding, you have to take turns who may tend to get crazy and openly pour out what they feel and think. So you are going to have mutual understanding exactly what you wanted for each other. So you are going to be mutually happy. So basically, why do they cheat? There are various factors why it's not love that is the cause of cheating. It doesn't mean that you are cheating, that you don't love your partner anymore. Sometimes, it varies. For women, maybe they lack intimacy, they lack satisfaction, they are longing for intimacy. So they are not being taken care of. That biological needs are not being taken care of by the man, but their man. So it must be mutual satisfaction so that nobody will think of having someone else. For the man, it depends. It doesn't mean that they are having another woman, they don't love you anymore. Sometimes they just getting bored. They just wanted something new. So they just wanted to, they're just fear of intimacy, so they're trying to have some casual sex. So basically, it's just a matter of stroking their ego as a man. So if the woman, if they had sex with a man, they tried to hide it, they tried to be discreet. While men, they tried to brag it, they tried to show off that they had this woman in bed. So those were the various factors, psychologically speaking, that are the possible reason why people stray or find someone else, even if they are happy with their relationship, which is not acceptable. So basically, just a matter of personal behavior, personal character. It's your personality, it's your being a person. It's not the love that is always the reason, or it doesn't mean that they fall out of love just because they go for infidelity or find someone else. It's just a matter of multiple reasons. And as I've said, it varies for men and women. So basically, that's what I would like to share with you today. Some basic rules that I actually never learned from school, neither do I learn from wherever, but I actually learned from my past experiences, and also I had mirrored from other people I got contacted to. So those were the actual proven tips that I may share, that ang daming lamok, that I may be able to share with you about relationship. Once again, my name is Aileen, and I hope that you would be delighted to click that subscribe button so that in case I'm going to have another video, you will be notified and you will be able to watch it over again. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I was able to share my fair share. Have a beautiful day.